There's a passion that ignites us, driven by pride, daring, and the desire to excel, fueled by the high-octane love of owners, drivers, and car lovers everywhere. It's a calling for every man and woman to enjoy and live this lifestyle now. Welcome to Cars and Coffee Exposed. We're here with Lorenzo. Lorenzo, this car, tell us about it. It's a 73 Pantera. I think it's my first one seeing actually in person. And it's got so much history behind it. I want to know everything about it. Tell us about it.
Well, it's a 1973, so it just turned 50 years old this year. De Tomaso Pantera is the maker. And basically what's special about this car is that the historical significance of it is basically, the best way to describe it is just to start. I'm sure just about everybody has seen the movie Ford versus Ferrari.
Absolutely.
So anyway, Henry Ford II failed to buy Ferrari during that time. Well, he actually didn't stop there. So the next 4 years, the GT40s era, and then now in 1971, he literally went across town to Modena, Italy, and he basically purchased 85% of De Tomaso Automobili. And the main reason for that, again, is the fact that Henry Ford II wanted a supercar produced so that specifically for America to be sold at the Lincoln Mercury dealers all over the United States.
Right.
And again, the car lasted until 1974, from 71 to 74. And then basically the gas crunch and the smog requirements from EPA is what basically killed the car.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful. And we know this is not your first coffee and cars, right? You've been to a few other car shows with it. What's the response that you get from people?
Well, again, the car is like a rock star, to tell you frankly. I mean, it's just it's like a beehive. People just, go to it and just adores the car.
It's amazing. So what's under the hood? Tell us all about it. Geek out for us for a moment.
The motor on this is actually a vintage NASCAR motor. That basically it's a Budmore spec motor, so it's approximately 550 horsepower, and it's hooked up to a ZF transmission, which is basically the same transmission that was on the Ford GT40, the One Le Mans. So again, it's pretty much a bulletproof transaxle, or again, it right out of the factory. It had 300 horsepower, and basically it ran 160 miles an hour as the top speed. So with 550 to 600 horsepower, it should top out.
Wow. Have you taken it on the dragway?
Well, again, I ran it illegally in a regular interstate, and basically I was able to do 180 on it. But again, this was when everybody else is tucked away in their beds already. I was by myself. Safely.
Illegally,
yes.
But safely.
Yes.
Okay, we won't tell anyone, Lorenzo. Well, thank you so much for sharing. I mean, it's beautiful, just like it is. You're not planning on changing or doing any mods to it, I'm sure.
I'm finished.
You want to keep it classic,
Yeah, again, horsepower is never enough, so therefore I had to go with the NASCAR motor. Then I'm not yearning anymore for horsepower.
Well, it's gorgeous, and you've really taking good care of it, and so we appreciate you doing such a great job and bringing it here, Coffee and Cars here in Augusta, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
So nice meeting you, Lorenzo. So we're here with AJ, and AJ, you've been so patient. The sun's going down. You've been here all day waiting to speak to us, so thank you so much. Tell us about this car behind us, because it's amazing, and you just told me that you built it from a kit, which is crazy.
Yes, thank you for this. It's a Factory 5 1935 Ford truck. Built a little differently with like a modern drivetrain, 2.3 liter EcoBoost engine, so 4-cylinder turbo, 6-speed manual. It's got AC, lifting good bed. Yeah, we need it here. And so like it's a hot rod meets a race car kind of look.
Do you race it?
I have not.
You
I bought my helmet today. I'm not sure if I'll make it.
I know, right? Because you've been waiting for us all day.
There'll be a next time. There'll be a next time.
I hope so. I hope so. I'd love to hear what your experience was.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of my favorite things about this are the wheels.
Yeah, that's a relatively new company that I reached out to them and they did a great job with them. They're like variant wheels. So it's like a Corvette setup. It's a 19 in the front, 20 in the rear, and same size, same width, same tire as a Corvette. Because they're run flats, I don't carry a spare.
Yes. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. So, was this something you always wanted to do, build a car?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I always wanted to build something, and having a garage, being in a 2-car garage, I didn't have the room to bring like a rusty bucket to work on it. So like a kit was like on point. You get everything in boxes, some parts here. You got to custom fabricate some parts. So it was a cool experience building it during the pandemic. So it was like a pandemic build too, by chance.
It's like the second pandemic story of her, which is great. I wasn't as productive in my pandemic.
Not much to do then, you know?
Absolutely.
Not going out on the weekends. So yeah.
It's amazing. You did a great job on it. I love it. Is it done?
Yeah, it's done. Yeah. Like people say don't paint it. That would be the only other thing, and I kind of like it like that.
I do
not
too.
painted.
Yeah,
so
I do
that's
too.
the only thing that's not painted.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Well, thanks so much for waiting around.
Oh, thank you for
talking to us. I appreciate it. What a great job. First time building a car.
Yeah.
Yourself.
Yes.
Your hands.
Yes.
Everything on this car.
Yes.
That's pretty amazing. Good job.
Thank you.
Hats off.
Your car is stolen. A crisis for you. A tragedy for your community. Theft hurts everyone. Insurance rises, your neighborhood violated. Who will be next? But you can feel more protected and secure with the LoJack system. LoJack brings it back. LoJack's vehicle recovery system will find your vehicle usually within 30 minutes. And with the recent launch of LoJack LE, we're equipping our law enforcement partners with a safer and more efficient way to recover your vehicle. The LoJack app creates a bond of trust, providing enhanced features designed to promote safety and convenience, and you'll always know where your vehicle is. Only LoJack stands with this promise. Receive up to $10,000 reimbursement if your vehicle is not recovered in 30 days. Let LoJack bring back your safety, confidence, and give you a greater driving experience. LoJack brings it back.
What is Your Able? We are a business management system that helps create an exceptional customer experience and improves business operations. As a car enthusiast, you deserve the best, and Your Able is the common denominator. With so many detail shops, endless brands of ceramic coatings, window tint, and paint protection film, it's hard to find the right shop for the job. Shops powered by Your Able understand the care and quality that your investment requires. Avoid shops that are in the race to the bottom. If you want to identify the best providers in your area, make sure they're powered by Your Able.
Get ready for an adrenaline-fueled ride with Cars and Coffee Exposed. It's not just a show, it's a whole new automotive experience. Now's the time to claim your spot as a brand partner for the electrifying 2024 season. Partner with us to inject your brand into our high-octane episodes and connect with car enthusiasts live at Cars and Coffee events nationwide. Rev up your marketing strategy today. Contact carsandcoffeeexposed.com and let's accelerate together.
Let me just tell you, Eddie and Jeannie, this car behind us, I know a lot of friends that would be very jealous of this car. It's beautiful. And so I love this story. Both of you have worked on this car.
Yeah.
And you're still married.
Yeah.
It's crazy how that works.
Trials and tribulations.
So do you have a background in car restoration or like?
Just family's always been in cars, dirt track racing, drag racing, anything with a motor, four-wheel racing, go-kart, it's everything. Anything to do with fuel, spark, and tires, rubber.
You got it in your veins.
Yep, yep.
So is she fast too?
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I run a low 13.
okay. Have you taken her out on the track?
Yes,
It's been a while, but yeah, it's been out there.
I haven't seen it.
Have you driven it out there?
No.
What? Eddie won't let you?
No.
What?
She's a Challenger fan, so.
I am too, girl. I am too. I want one.
I just traded mine for a Jeep.
I have a Jeep. It's sitting right over there.
We're fixing to trade the Jeep back in on another Challenger probably
See?
after the
I
day.
like where you're going. I like where you're going. I love it. I love it. So tell me, how did you, when you bought it, what type of condition was it in?
It was in the Carlos.
It was a basket case. It was a $500 body.
Yeah. With trees growing through it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's got a lot of work done to it.
It was crazy.
Okay.
Rear quarter panels, full trunk pan, lower patch panels in the fenders. It's been off the frame. Family help. My brother helped put the metal in it. 2 uncles painted it, done the paint and body work. Herman and Marvin Hughes. So.
And I hear you had your daughters involved too?
Both of them.
Yeah.
Yes. And grandsons.
Yep.
Yeah, both of our grandsons too.
Yeah, we got a 16-year-old grandson that we got pictures of him crawling around up under it. Whenever I'm up under it working, he crawls around up under it with us.
Oh,
It's crazy.
I love that.
Yeah.
But Eddie, you're the only one that can drive it?
Yep. Yeah.
That doesn't seem fair.
It's my side chick.
That's his side chick.
Okay. Hey, whatever works.
I'd rather have him this side
We've heard
chick.
that story before. Well, thanks for you being so supportive. I mean, yeah, that's a
We've
weight
been
to a
together
man's heart.
31 years.
31 years. And how long did it take you to build this?
30.
I've been working on it for 30 years. It's still got growing to do too.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
you can't finish it because I'm afraid it will happen to your marriage.
We're
You
married
gotta keep
25.
going.
We're married
Okay, 25. Wow. That's amazing. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
We love this car. Anything else special you want to tell us about it?
Well, not really. I want to thank y'all for allowing us to be here and be a
Come out here
part
and
of
show
this.
it.
You know, we
Thank you.
just now started cruising a lot in it because we just got the interior done to where it's more luxury enough to where we actually want to get into it. You know, and now we're gonna put air conditioner on it where we can drive out of town in it and stuff like that. Really enjoy it.
Yeah.
A lot of time, a lot of money just to sit inside of a shop and not never get out to see it.
That's
so,
what I say.
Yeah,
And there's
we're
a
gonna
place
use
for
it.
both.
Yeah, we're gonna use it.
You gotta show it. Why not show it?
Absolutely. You put so much work into it.
I know.
Exactly. Yep.
Well, have fun with it. Happy game day.
Thank you.
Yes.
All
We
right.
just started.
Go dogs.
Yeah,
Woo, woo, woo.
Hi guys, we're here with Caesar Augustus. I feel like I'm in the presence of an emperor. Were your parents fans of like Roman history? Yeah?
Apparently, my mom was a fan of Roman history, and that's my middle name, but I roll with it.
She gave you a good, solid name, one that has lasted throughout the years.
Something to live up to.
Just like this car.
There we go.
Okay, 1980 Nissan Patrol.
Yes.
I've never even seen one of these, so
Yes.
tell me a little bit about
It's
it.
very unique, though. So this car was never sold in the United States, and it was basically sold in South America, Australia, and the Middle East.
Wow.
So very unique. You seldom see it here in the States, but we brought this from Colombia.
I love it. And is it for sale?
Everything's for sale. Everything has a price.
Right,
I
exactly.
enjoy this car. I take my kids to school
Oh,
with
you
it.
do? So it's a daily driver for you.
It's a daily driver.
I love
Just to
it.
take them to school in the morning.
I love it.
But yeah, it's just a fun ride.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So original color?
Original color.
Yeah.
And basically everything's stayed the same. Some refurbishing. We added an AC unit, but other than that, everything's pretty much the same.
So were these cars made were they like the Land Cruisers and they were made
That's
for
exactly
off-roading?
what it was. This
Yeah.
is the Nissan's competition to the Land Cruiser.
Ah.
So if you go down to Latin America or Australia, you're gonna see a lot of Land Cruisers, you're gonna see a lot of Nissan Patrols, but it's basically that competition.
How many of these do you think are still on the road out there?
I think in Colombia, I don't know, I have no idea, but
Yeah.
you see them quite often.
Yeah.
But here in the States, this is very unique.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so unique. I love
Yeah, and
it.
then you have the the windshield wipers are very unique to this car.
Wow. Okay, tell us some other unique things about it.
It's, I mean,
Yeah.
you can basically do anything with this car.
Yeah.
Go up the mountains,
Yeah.
deserts, go into rivers, I mean, this thing just hauls.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. Thank you, Caesar, for your time. I know you're quite busy with,
Appreciate it.
ruling countries and such. But thanks for taking time with us.
No, I thank you guys for having me. It's a lot of fun.
Name is Damian Knox from Atlanta, Georgia. I go by Artie Kicks on YouTube, and we here showing off the Jeep that Crush Customs built for me. They did a phenomenal job, and I'm excited to run through it with you guys. 2022 Jeep Wrangler, did the 9 to it, got 26-inch rims. I did the interior, I did the sound system. We got a touchscreen monitor, and we also did Bolt speakers in the back to really amplify that noise that much more. We got lights going through the sound bar. We got lights coming through the wheels. We got the underglow and the rock lights. I wanted to do something different with this Jeep, something that I've never seen before. And I figured, you know what, why not orange? Orange interior, white Jeep. I really wanted a white vehicle. I thought, you know what vehicle can I get? Because I'm a car guy. What can I get that I know I'm gonna have to keep clean all the time? And what better color to get than white, because it gets the dirtiest, right? So I figured, get a white vehicle, do something different with the interior, something that no one's ever done before and probably will never do again. That's why I went with the Hermes orange. Yeah, so I had an entire vision as to what I wanted to do with this Jeep. So I figured, let me hit up Crush Customs. They were recommended to me by a friend of mine. I was like, you know what? I think they might be able to get the job done. I saw some of the work they did before with the Hermes orange seats on a Bronco that they had brought in. And I was like, I want that same color on my Jeep, but let me see if they'll be able to piece together my entire vision. And they did a phenomenal job.
So I am here with Don and Rich, otherwise known as the Don and Rich Show. I mean, I saw you guys roll in, and I totally expected Hawaiian shirts and Tom Selleck mustaches. So, Don, we'll start with you. Tell us about this beautiful car and what inspired you to purchase it.
I've been familiar with Ferrari for a long time, and in 1993, I was able financially to finally purchase one, and I got this one and have had it ever since. Done a lot with the car, joined the Ferrari Club, which has led to a lot of lifelong friendships. Been on a lot of tours, shows.
Yeah.
It's just been a whole ownership experience thing. Meeting a lot of nice people, learning the history of Ferrari, getting to go to the factory 3 times, going to the Formula One operation at the factory once,
Nice.
the Grand Prix at Monaco.
Wow.
Kind of got to do a whole lot of things that you would never normally expect that you would do owning an automobile.
Wow. So it's just been a gateway to like a whole other world for you.
I hate to use the term, but a lifestyle.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so I read a little bit about your experience earlier, and you saw this car when you were young and not able to afford one.
Harley Cluxton, who was quite famous in the Ferrari world, had a dealership in South Phoenix down by the airport, and I went down there one day, and this is when the car kind of had just come out. And I got to see the car, and it's like, oh my God, I'm absolutely in love with this thing. And he was so nice because he knew that I couldn't afford it in a million years, but he did give me a sales brochure that I still have today. And I still occasionally look at it because it brings back a lot of nice memories and everything. And from that point on, you're kind of, how do I do this? Now, how am I going to work this out that I can get one of these things? And finally, when I was in Miami in '93, a pilot for American Airlines, I'd finally reached that point financially where I could bite the bullet and go ahead and make the commitment.
That's amazing. So you can say that this car really led you to become a better you because you aspired to have it one day because of
I'm
that
a
first
fantastic
time.
me. I'm a fantastic me.
Are you sure? I don't know. Rich, what do you think about that?
He is. He's fantastic. I'll second that.
This friendship seems to be working for you.
Oh yeah, we're good buds. We go back.
25 years. So tell me a little bit about your decision to become a Ferrari owner.
Well, I go back probably to the 60s with my road racing set in my parents' living room. We'd sit there with the little controls and watch the cars, and so I just worked my way up from a real car was an Austin Healey and a Triumph. And like Don said, then you pay your dues and you get some more money. You always want a Ferrari.
I mean, it's a panty dropper. It's what we call a panty dropper.
Yeah. So when you're young, you don't have the money, at least I didn't, so you just work your way up.
Right,
Then
right.
We've had about 6 Ferraris, and now we own this one. So we only afford one at a time. So you have to sell one to buy one.
Ah, that's the rule.
That's the rule.
Because you can't clog up the driveway with
I wish.
all the Ferraris.
Can't afford them.
Okay, what does your wife think about your love of
Oh,
cars?
she liked the idea for this because we had one of these for about 12 years before.
Yeah.
She didn't like this, but then we saw this one, and we drove, and she says, "I like this one."
Yeah.
So that made the purchase really easy.
Oh, I love it.
If she would have said, "I don't like it,"
So, what car is the best? And I mean, and why?
I hate to say it, but I own one of those as well. But it's in the garage as we speak. So, and they're two totally different automobiles.
Yeah.
This one's a fairly straightforward, easy car to drive.
Right.
This one is more of a grand touring car to get out on the highway and just cruise.
Right.
And the faster you go, the better it feels, better it sounds. But two really different cars.
Yeah. So I read about this car, and they were talking about how it's the car that saved Ferrari. Why is that?
Ferrari early on, before Fiat came into the picture and bought a controlling interest in them, they were having problems financially. And when the 308 came out, it was affordable to a really broad section of people. And then with the advent of Magnum PI and the 308's feature in that really put them on the map, and their sales just went crazy with the car, which was good for the bottom line.
Yeah. It's amazing. We just left the Knight Rider, and now we're here with Magnum PI. Yes, with Kit. And so, you know, we have to explain these things to all the millennials that missed all these golden years of car culture. But we are so glad to see you're keeping it alive, and both of your cars are absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for spending time with us.
Appreciate the opportunity to talk to you folks.
Absolutely. Thanks. Have a great day.
You too.
Your car is stolen. A crisis for you. A tragedy for your community. Theft hurts everyone. Insurance rises. Your neighborhood violated. Who will be next? But you can feel more protected and secure with the LoJack system. LoJack brings it back. LoJack's vehicle recovery system will find your vehicle usually within 30 minutes. And with the recent launch of LoJack LE, we're equipping our law enforcement partners with a safer and more efficient way to recover your vehicle. The LoJack app creates a bond of trust, providing enhanced features designed to promote safety and convenience, and you'll always know where your vehicle is. Only LoJack stands with this promise. Receive up to $10,000 reimbursement if your vehicle is not recovered in 30 days. Let LoJack bring back your safety, confidence, and give you a greater driving experience. LoJack brings it back.
What is Urable? We are a business management system that helps create an exceptional customer experience and improves business operations. As a car enthusiast, you deserve the best, and Urable is the common denominator. With so many detail shops, endless brands of ceramic coatings, window tint, and paint protection film, it's hard to find the right shop for the job. Shops powered by Urable understand the care and quality that your investment requires. Avoid shops that are in the race to the bottom. If you want to identify the best providers in your area, make sure they're powered by Urable.
Get ready for an adrenaline-fueled ride with Cars and Coffee Exposed. It's not just a show, it's a whole new automotive experience. Now's the time to claim your spot as a brand partner for the electrifying 2024 season. Partner with us to inject your brand into our high-octane episodes and connect with car enthusiasts live at Cars and Coffee events nationwide. Rev up your marketing strategy today. Contact carsandcoffeeexposed.com and let's accelerate together.